I'm Grace Tori, and you're listening to That Girl the Podcast. Grab a beverage of choice and settle in, because the new episode is starting now. Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl, Grace Tori, and I am back with a whole new podcast episode. If you can't tell by what I'm wearing, if you're on a platform where you can watch this, obviously we are talking about all things fall. It's also in the title, so you already knew that, but let's go ahead and dive into it a little bit more. So this is going to be a This is going to be a two-part series. I started this series a whole year ago. We have done every single season, and that's kind of shocking to me, but we are right back around to where we started with Hot Girl Autumn. This is going to be the ultimate guide. I'm dividing it into two parts. So this is part one, where we are going to be talking about essentials and activities to do in the fall, specifically my essentials that I can't live without in the fall, and then activities that I find to be fun. Obviously, it's a little biased since I made the list, but in part two, we are going to be talking about fashion trends. I feel like I've been right every single time so far. Now I have 4 episodes where I've done this leading up to the season where I've been like, oh, this is going to be a big thing, and it's happened, so I'm really proud of that. So definitely check that out if you are a fashion girly, you want to keep up with the trends. This is going up today, Sunday, and then the fashion trend one will be up on Wednesday, and that is part 2, like I mentioned. So let's go ahead and jump on into this. I don't think I have any life updates. I rescued a squirrel. I don't know if I mentioned that. And I gave her to a wildlife rescue down the street from my house, but they've been sending me pictures of her almost every day, and she's a baby. She's 5 weeks old, and I love her. I named her Maple, and it makes my heart so happy. So that's really everything that I've been up to. I do have another huge project. I know I say that all the time. This is the same project I've been working on for forever that I'm going to be announcing soon. I'm really excited about it. I'm going to be pairing up with Josh for it. The goal is to launch in September, so it's coming up very shortly, but I will definitely announce it when it officially launches. I cannot wait. I think you guys are gonna like it. I hope you guys are gonna like it. I am like super passionate, super excited, and ready to just do something, and also to work with Josh because we've never worked together on something before. So I'm really excited for that to launch soon. I'll keep you updated on that. Get ready for September. But I think that's it for life updates. Nothing too crazy. Let's talk about Hot Girl Autumn. So as you know, this is the best time of the year. I'm a little biased for these kinds of episodes because fall is my absolute favorite. I try to like every other season, but fall is just where it's at. I also feel a little bit like guilty wanting it to be fall because I know that come like spring I'm gonna be like, I really wish it was summer, or when it gets cold out I'm gonna be like, I really wish it was summer, because I do live somewhere where we get 4 seasons and we don't get 12 foot of snow or anything like that. So definitely for you girlies, I feel for you. I'm in Kentucky where we get like a couple feet a year maybe, but it still gets really cold. So yeah, I know that I'm gonna wish it was summer when it's not, so I'm trying to soak it up, but at the same time, I love fall. I'm so excited. So when it was time to finally do this video, I've been waiting patiently. I was like, you know what? We ride at dawn. Like, let's go. Grab the notebook out. Like, we are ready to go. I was so hyped. Let's go ahead and jump on into the video. I don't know. Have I said that like 3 times now? Okay. I need to stop getting sidetracked. I obviously had a coffee today. Let's jump in. First, we're going to be talking about essentials. What are your Hot Girl Autumn essentials? What can we not live without? Obviously, number 1 on this list is candles, right? Candles. One thing about me, though, is I am terrified of, like, toxins, chemicals, all that, and at the same time, I really would much rather support a small business over a large corporation. I feel like it's so easy to do. Sometimes it's more cost effective, and I just have such a heart for small businesses that I usually try to steer more towards those over large corporations if possible. So that being said, I am on the hunt for healthier candles. I know that like Bath and Body Works, it's come out multiple times, they've been saying it for years, that it's not safe for pets to breathe it in, which is obviously a big thing for me since I have all the animals. We have a freaking zoo. But on top of that, I've heard it's not safe for like you to breathe in either in like large amounts. And so I'm trying to find an alternate, but I haven't done much research on it yet. So if you guys know of like a really natural bonus points if it's small business, a candle company that you love that doesn't really contribute much toxin slash negative vibes and all that, and is safe for pets. Even if you own one, you have a friend who owns one, definitely DM me, follow me on Instagram. All the links are down below, TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. Let me know what candles you use, if they are much safer, healthier, all those things, because hot girls care about the environment, hot girls take care of themselves. So yeah, I'm on the hunt for healthier candles. I will keep you guys updated on my Instagram if I find them. I will add them to my highlights. I need to make a highlight for like fall essentials. I will add them to that once I find healthier ones, but haven't had time to research yet, and we still have a little bit of time before fall. So that was all a rant just to tell you that candles are an essential. Some of my favorite scents, because obviously you have to have a good fall scent, is anything with pecan, vanilla pumpkin, or maple. I like the sweeter fall scents. I also have this problem where, since Bath & Body Works is so accessible and easy, I tend to buy like 6 candles in the fall and just do it year round, because I love fall scents. I will literally burn fall scents year round. So if you do find a small business or something that has healthier options, I will buy out their whole inventory, and that's not a joke. Like, I'm not kidding. Please help. So this next item is a fashion slash clothing slash accessory. All those items are still on the essentials list. The ones that I feel like are staples that you're gonna have to have all fall. Obviously, we'll dive into it more on the fashion trends list, but you get a little bit of a sneak peek here with these essentials because, like I said, I have some in here that are also on the fashion trends list. These are just like, cannot live without. So this item on this list, I have a pair in black. I want to get a pair in white, and that is the high top Converse in a color that you can wear a lot. So a pair that you can just throw on. I have a feeling these are going to be the go-to shoes in the fall time, but I really want a white pair, a cream pair. I like the platform ones a lot. I feel like those are still going to be in style. They have like the fuzz on the inside. I definitely want to invest in a pair of those because I feel like I'm going to wear those every day. I have the all black ones where like the rubber part's black too, and I wear them a lot, but I want to get a pair that I feel like are more trendy that I also can wear every day. So high top Converse for the win. The next essential on the list for fall is a good book. As you know, life tends to slow down as you go from summer to fall, and especially into winter. So I have personally been reading A Court of Thorns and Roses. I literally just got it this weekend. I have been trying to buy it from a bookstore. Why can't I talk today? Like, I don't know why my words are getting all mixed up. Apologies. But I've been trying to find it in a bookstore for weeks now, but they've all been sold out. So finally, Half Price Books had a whole stack of them, like 20. So if you are looking, Half Price Books is apparently the way to go. But I just got it. I'm on chapter 3. And I will keep you updated on my thoughts. I already told you guys that on my Instagram story that I will be updating you. I don't know enough yet to give you an opinion, but a good book. I also found all these books on TikTok that are witchy, spooky themed, so I'm definitely going to be buying some of those. I'm trying to get into reading instead of watching TV more, so I will be going through books like crazy, or at least I'm hoping to. So I will be sharing all of my recommendations with you guys. I'll probably put a highlight on my podcast Instagram too that's just books recommendations, so I'll start that once I get some books read. Next is a solid coffee or tea routine, really just a warm drink, even if it's water and lemon. Like, a warm drink is essential. I literally went to my favorite small coffee shop, like small business coffee shop, and got a warm snowy mocha for this episode because I was like, you know, we're getting the vibes. It's the vibes. It may be 90 degrees outside, but I'm feeling the vibes. So I just figured out my coffee routine. It is really good because I'm trying to be sugar, dairy, gluten-free again because I just need to for my health. It's when I feel healthiest, and I just need to suck it up and do it because all of my health problems. So I've been trying to find something that is helpful for that, and I don't think it's sugar-free, but it's like an espresso shot with coconut creamer. Like, it's coconut milk creamer, so there's no dairy in it. So if you guys are interested in that, let me know. I'll share it on my Instagram. Just DM me. I don't want to like share guys anything that you don't care about, but if you care about it, just DM me and I'll share all the tea with you on what brands I get. I just get it at Kroger. which is like Publix, Myers, it's all the same. So definitely love that. This is something you need for any season. I'm just reminding you that you need to invest in a good water bottle. Love my Brita filter water bottle. It's a water bottle that filters the water when you drink it. You just fill it up. It's got a built-in filter in it. I actually have it with me right now. So if you're watching, this is what it looks like. I put stickers on mine. They're all like book, travel, love, life themed. I've posted this on my Instagram story like 100 times because I'm obsessed with my water bottle. But a good water bottle is essential in any season. This next one is kind of like, it's an investment because I have not done this yet. You guys know I'm working on it, but this is something that you need as you slow down and go into the fall time. You're not going to be going out as much. You're going to be spending more time at home. So this essential is a clean house, a clean home. Make sure your house is clean. Everything has a place. You're comfortable being there. You love the environment because you are going to be inside more and outside less. So make sure it's cozy. If you need to invest in candles or lights or like fairy lights or new blankets, all of those things, totally valid. Obviously don't go spend money you don't have, but make sure your house is clean. You want to go into a colder season with a clean home since you will be spending more time there. Next, as you can see if you're watching, is a red lip. Find a good red lipstick. I can't remember which one I have on, but I know that Taylor Swift's red lipstick that she wears on tour is currently circulating. If you just type it in on Google, you'll find an article that has it and what it's called. I'm probably gonna buy it. But red lipstick is definitely coming back. She's going to be around all fall and I'm very excited. I like the red wine colored lipstick, so this is really exciting for me. I feel like I had to kind of tone it down last year because it was very nude and calmed down and like very natural, whereas this time it's gonna be a little bit different. I'll go into makeup trends on my fashion trend in the next episode, but red lipstick, make sure you have it on you. And one you like, there's so many different shades. Find a shade you like and you feel compliments your skin and send it. Have that on you at all times. It's gonna be a good vibe. A journal. So I don't know why, but I feel like we're all gonna reflect a lot this fall. I feel like everyone's just in a reflective time in their life. We're all slowing down and we're all gonna need a journal to voice our thoughts and opinions. I don't know why, but I feel like everyone is in a season of change and growth where there's so much going on. And I don't know if it's just because all of my friends plus myself are all in our 20s, so we constantly have a lot going on, but having a journal is so important. I want to buy a shadow work journal. I think I'm going to buy that soon so that I can actually do some shadow work, because I have a journal that is for shadow work, but it's not like my vibe. I don't know, the prompt, I don't really like the prompts that much, so I don't know, but I feel like we need a journal of some sort to just write it all out and brainstorm and problem solve and vent and whatever. So as I mentioned, we are slowing down. We are in our house more. Things are just more calm. Kinda, it's like they're more chaotic, but they're more calm at the same time. I don't even know how to explain it. With all this, a essential that you are going to need is a good self-care routine, specifically at night, a good strong night routine / self-care. I don't know what it is about this time of year, but it's just like slowing down, lighting a candle, taking a bath, like self-care becomes so important to me in the fall. I don't know what it is, but having a strong, figured out, ready to go self-care / night routine is essential in the fall for your hot girl autumn routine. So definitely figure that out. I'm still getting the tweaks figured out in mine, but I'm really excited. I went to Home Goods and bought some stuff to make my bathroom more cozy. I don't know why, but when I have a clean bathroom, I just feel like my life is together. So it's literally on the list to set up my bathroom and clean my room today. So we'll see if that gets done. I hope it does, but I'm really excited. So another thing on the list, I don't know, I keep saying I don't know what it is, but in the fall, I completely redo my home decor. I don't like add anything. Or no, that's not true. I don't like take away anything. I just feel like my home decor is very minimal other times of the year, and something about the fall, I get the pumpkin stuff, I get the Halloween stuff, I get the cozy stuff, I buy new blankets, there's plaid everywhere. I love home decor in the fall. I literally went to Home Goods. I've been to Home Goods every day this week, and I've only bought stuff once because I'm a good child, but I swear to you, I could buy the entire Home Goods and Hobby Lobby decor sections and find a place for all of it within my home and not think twice about it. So essentials for me is obviously home decor. Like I mentioned, plaid. I like fall stuff in general. I'm not like the girly who has a Halloween themed house. I do like the little ghosties, but other than that, I'm very like pumpkins and golds and reds and just cozy. Like I want candles. I want beautiful flowers in the house that are like fall colored. I want it to look very cozy and homey and like a cabin. So new home decor is an essential for me. Last thing on the list is a good spooky podcast or YouTube channel you can kind of binge. I love getting into the season. I have done podcast episodes. Literally all last October was just spooky episodes. So if you're new here and you want some spooky content, all of October last year I did spooky themed episodes. But spooky podcasts are so good in the fall. I don't know what it is. The leaves are changing. You're driving down the street. You've got a good ghost podcast on. It's like such a vibe for me and I love it. I just love it. Gets me in such a mood. Obviously Read by Taylor Swift is like the other time, and like Evermore and Folklore. Those are all very fall to me if I'm looking for music, but a spooky podcast is like essential for me. So if you have a good one, give me your recommendations. Right now I'm listening to Two Girls, One Ghost. I love them, but I'm open for recommendations because I like to switch it up. So that is all my essentials, which means it is time to switch over to fun activities in the fall. My number one thing that I love to do, my favorite fall activity, hands down, is bonfires. I love bonfires, especially with friends. Just, I don't know if it's because I'm in Kentucky, so they're like a little bit country. Everyone's got cornhole out, which apparently people don't really play cornhole except for like Kentucky people. Like that's like obviously people do that aren't here, but that's very southern country. I didn't realize that. I thought people played cornhole everywhere, but apparently it's more of like a regional thing. Anyway, just good cornhole, some drinks, some friends, bonfire, some good music playing. Nothing beats a bonfire. I love bonfires. Another thing that is kind of like aesthetic, you can get some good pictures, it's a good way to hang out with friends, is do pumpkin / apple / whatever else is in season picking. Go to orchards. We have so many orchards here. We have a winery you can go to that also has pumpkin picking. We have all these fun things, and there's sunflower fields. It's a good time to live in a more rural area because this is such a fun thing. Obviously shopping small is important as well. You can buy vegetables there, you can buy pumpkins like I mentioned. You can do so much and check so much off your list by visiting these places. You can, like I mentioned, get some veggies for yourself. You can also get some flowers for your house. You can get some pumpkins to decorate. Pumpkin decorating is always fun. There's just so much you can do in that one like trip. So really enjoy going to smaller farms, orchards, wineries, all that, and purchasing from them, as well as hanging out, like doing the hay rides and the corn mazes and stuff that's available at these places. So this activity is a little bit more on the vein of like slowing down, and that is reading on rainy days with the window open. I love just sitting down and reading and the windows are open and you can hear it. It makes my heart so full. I could not, there's nothing better with a good drink. Oh my gosh, like my favorite. Next is visiting bookstores. So I don't know why, but in my head I associate clothes thrifting with like the summer and then books thrifting with like the fall. So thrifting was fun in the summer. We went to all these things, we bought all these clothes, we had a good time, be sustainable. Obviously you can thrift year round, you should be thrifting year round. But in the fall, hot girls buy books. So I am retiring my fashionista hat, as I already bought all the clothes I need to last me a lifetime, and I'm putting on my book girly hat. I am learning new words, widening my vocabulary, and reading in my free time in my comfy cozy clothes. So I don't know, find a good bookstore, get lost there with a good coffee, like it's raining outside, you're in your fall clothes. It's such a vibe. So I kind of mentioned this one already, but taking a bath with some Netflix and some candles going, this is such an elite combo, and it's underrated. It's not underrated because everyone does it, but why are we not talking about it more? Like, get everything vibing and just have a bath. It's storming, you're watching some Netflix, you're in there for an hour. Like, we love these vibes. Why are we not talking about this as an activity more? This is the ultimate form of self-care. This is the highest level. So this one is so fun for me because we're close to Tennessee, so we have like Gatlinburg right outside of Nashville. We're also close to West Virginia where you have all the mountains. Cabin adventures, renting a cabin, going for a weekend. Also, you can go hiking in early fall. Like, obviously, there's so many other places you can go and get a cabin. Like, it's not just right here in the US, you can get a cabin anywhere. But I feel so blessed to be so close to somewhere like Gatlinburg where you can just escape. Oh my gosh, like, I want to have so many cabin adventures. I'm currently not having that many, but the goal is to get to a place where I can have some soon. And like I mentioned, hiking in the early fall is so fun. If you are in a place where there's wild animals, be careful. Bears scare me. I have an irrational fear of bears, but it's a good fun weekend thing. Go on a double date where you like take your boyfriend or girlfriend and then you go with another couple and you spend the weekend. If you're single and you want to have a girls weekend, like, there's so many ways to do it and there's no wrong way to do it. So another thing that is pretty big in the fall, it's big in the summer and fall months, that is the vendors market where people are selling their goods. It's kind of like a farmer's market, but it's not just vegetables. I don't know why I say it like that. Obviously it's vegetables. I always say vegetables. Where they have like clothes, small business stuff, so like candles, clothes, honey, fun fall stuff that they make, like scarecrows and stuff. Like, vendors markets are underrated and they're so fun. I always buy stuff that I don't need, but just a good fun Saturday or Sunday morning activity. Obviously, there's a lot of United States holidays during this time. There's Halloween, which is not just a US holiday, I don't think. I don't really know what's celebrated outside of the US. But there are more US holidays like Thanksgiving. So there's a lot happening. And then I feel like Christmas, even though it's not until December, we really start with the Christmas stuff early. It's a very big deal. So there's so many holidays happening during this time. If you don't participate in the other activities, you will definitely be participating in these just because everyone typically does as a society. Like, you can't get away from all of the stuff for the holidays. I really like baking / cooking, and I feel like since you're home more in the fall and you're indoors more and you're slowing down, you have more time to do that. So fun things that I like to do that are warmer / more fall-ish that I try to perfect, and I'm going to be trying to perfect this fall, is soup, my coffee, baking, so like pies and things like that. I am definitely on that wavelength where I'm going to be working on warm, comforting, nice things that are also healthy since I'm starting my new lifestyle / dieting. I don't want to call it a diet because it is, but diet has a negative connotation. So I don't know. My new way of eating. So these scare me. I used to not be scared of them at all in like high school, but I don't know what it is. I feel like I'm just terrified of actually being legit attacked or murdered these days because it's 2023 and you can't have anything fun. You can't have nice things. But haunted houses. Haunted houses are very fun. Like I mentioned, probably won't be participating this year because I'm scared for some reason, but there is like Universal has a haunted house thing, Kings Island has a haunted house thing. All of these big events that are haunted themed are so fun, and I would definitely do those. So plenty of activities in the realm of haunted, spooky, fun events that you can go to. Football season. I love football season. I used to not be a big, well, I guess I always grew up going to football games because my dad was a big college football fan, but I really didn't get into it myself until I went to an SEC school, and now I love football season. I love watching it, I love attending, I love talking about it with my friends. I more so love the parties, but I've kind of retired from that. She's getting a little older, so I do love just like going to a bar with a friend and getting a drink and like watching it. I think it's a whole vibe. So tailgating is also a fun vibe. Definitely a big fan of that. Not just tailgating for football games, but for all kinds of events. So that is happening. It's coming. It's here, guys. And the last thing on my list is, if you are in Kentucky or one of the states that has this, you know that October meet is in the fall. October specifically, which is horse racing. Keeneland has their October meet. Such a good time. We love horse racing. I'm a horse racing girly. Obviously, I graduated with an equine degree. I have my own horse. I am well versed in the thoroughbred industry, grew up on a thoroughbred farm, so horse racing is so fun for me. I love going. I literally get so into it. I'm looking at like the bone structure of the horses and like how much muscle they have, the length of their legs compared to their body. It's called conformation, if you don't know what that is. That's kind of a big word, but I get so into it. I love getting dressed up and just like going. There's tailgating if you don't even want to go in. Most people my age don't even make it into the races because the tailgating is so wild. There's just so much fun to be had when it comes to horse racing, especially here at Keeneland. So that is the list of activities that I have that you have to do in the fall. Sorry if you hear my bunny full on moving a box behind the camera. I don't know who he thinks he is, but he'd be doing his own thing. I don't know. So this is part one. Thank you so much for listening to the ultimate guide to having a great hot girl autumn in 2023. Part two will be out on Wednesday. I don't remember what day it is, but today's August 13th and it's a Sunday, so whenever is after that. I'm so excited. We'll be talking about fashion trends. Love it. You can kind of get a sneak peek by looking at me if you're on a platform where you can watch. But I think that's pretty much it. Don't forget to follow my Instagram and TikTok. I post all the time, or at least I try to. I am a little bit more unhinged on TikTok. I've been more unhinged on Threads lately. That's been a whole vibe, which is obviously connected to my Instagram. So Instagram is aesthetic and Threads, and TikTok is more unhinged if you're into that. So I really would appreciate it if you follow me on there. Also, on whatever platform you are currently on, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, whatever you are currently listening on, if you don't mind giving me a follow, it really helps me out. If you want to take 2 seconds to leave a rating or a review as well, you can just tap the stars. If you want to leave a written review, it would mean the world, but you can just take that 1 second to tap the stars. Completely blows up my podcast and brings so many new girlies to our fun community of women who want to become the best version of ourselves. So I think that's pretty much it for all the things I had to remind you of, tell you about, whatever. I love you so much. If you're watching this on Sunday, I hope you have a great night. If you're watching this on any other day, I hope you have a great morning, afternoon, or night. I love you so much, and I will see you on Wednesday in my next podcast episode. Bye, guys.